What's good, y'all? It's your guy Bendu, and yeah. So I was going scrolling through my phone, and I saw a couple news alerts about the Flash casting news. So let's go ahead and dive right into this, man. Ron Livingston replacing Billy Crudup as Henry Allen in the Flash movie. Now I never heard of this guy before. Apparently he's from Boardwalk Empire and something else. They said Office Space and Boardwalk Empire. I've never heard of this guy. So let's go ahead and go through this Collider article though. So while Billy Crudup played Henry Allen, the father of Barry Allen in Justice League, Henry is going to look completely different in the near future. Ron Livingston, best known for roles in Office Space and Boardwalk Empire, will be replacing Crudup as Henry Allen in the upcoming Flash solo film. Man, that kind of sucks because I really enjoyed Billy Crudup as and as Henry Allen. The little bit we saw of him in there. And I kind of like the Zack Snyder Easter eggs because those of you that don't know, Billy Crudup played Dr. Manhattan in Zack Snyder's Watchmen film. But in the Snyder cut, and I'm going to be, don't worry, folks, the Snyder cut review is coming. It's coming. Yeah, I like the little scene he had in the Snyder cut. Like, it was way better than Justice League, of course, the Joss Whedon version. But I really liked his, like, just, I don't know, man, like, I really felt that connection between him and Barry in the Justice League film. In both versions, honestly. I honestly felt that. So it kind of sucks, but I understand. Like, so they said it was scheduling conflict, so I'm going to go ahead and just continue going through the article. Variety first announced the change, saying that Crudup had to leave the project due to scheduling conflicts with the morning show. The Flash's production was postponed because of the pandemic, but is planned to start this year. Playing Barry Allen's mother will be Maribel Verdu, I think that's how you say it, of Itu Mama También, and newly added to the cast is Ian Lowe as the young Barry Allen. In addition to Livingston and Lowe, The Flash has also added Saoirse Monica Jackson from Dairy Girls, I've never seen that show, and Randy Mancuso in Unknown Waves. Ezra Miller will also be reprising his role as Barry Allen for The Flash's solo endeavor, while Ben Affleck will make his return as Batman. Michael Keaton is also expected to appear as Batman from another dimension, while Sasha Calle will be making her debut as Supergirl. In addition to Kiersey Clemons joining the cast as Iris West, who will be a romantic interest of The Flash. Livingston currently stars on the series A Million Little Things and Loudermilk. In recent years, Livingston has also appeared in The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot, Jason Reitman's Thule, and Lucky, which starred Harry Dean Stanton in one of his final roles. From It director Andy Muschietti and Birds of Prey writer from It director Andy Muschietti and Birds of Prey writer Christina Hodson, The Flash is one of the most anticipated films in the DCU, especially due to the return of Keaton, which hints that this universe will be delving into multiverses soon. However, with that Michael Keaton news, apparently I read something about him possibly not coming back because he's one of those people, he's afraid of COVID, he's one of those. So, which is, he's up there in age, so I understand him not wanting to do it. So, but, yeah, so honestly, I don't know how much I'm looking forward to the Flash movie. I'm gonna be real with y'all. As you'll hear in my Snyder cut, I'm not a big fan of Ezra Miller's Flash. I am a Grant Gustin Flash guy. To me, like, Grant Gustin is, I feel there's somebody else who can play Barry Allen better than Grant Gustin, but as of right now, Grant Gustin is the best, and he's pretty damn close, and he's really good in a role. I love Grant Gustin in a role. And look, I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, well, Grant Gustin's the Flash, so fuck Ezra Miller. No, I'm not one of those guys. I was open to having Ezra Miller in there, but even I didn't like him in the Justice League cut. I thought he was too much like they were trying to copy and mimic Marvel's Iron Man Spider-Man relationship between him and Batman. They even made Batman too jokey and the original Justice League cut, which they fixed in my opinion in Snyder cut. But even with the changes, like Flash's character was, he was different. He wasn't as childish as he was in the Joss Whedon cut, but even with Snyder's cut, I just wasn't digging it, man. I wasn't digging like the weird quirkiness and everything, because in my opinion, that's not Barry Allen. Barry Allen is that old school stoic, golden age type figure, and kind of like a Superman, but just a little dialed down and a little bit jokey. Not too much more jokey than Superman, just a little bit. And it's like they take him way too much over the edge. In my opinion, they should have made him Barry Allen, or not Barry. I said Barry Allen, Wally West, in my opinion. And even then, I wouldn't really like that because Wally West isn't even like that type of quirky character. Like the closest maybe to that is like Bart, maybe. And in terms of flashes, like there may be other speedsters I can't think of right now that has that type of personality, but kind of like he just reminded me of like kind of like Blue Beetle and everything. What's the other guy's name? Drawing a blank on his name. Blue Beetle and gosh darn it. Oh, I'll think of it later. But like that's not what I want from Barry Allen, in my opinion. So, not really digging his Barry Allen Flash. His movie may change. I'm still gonna go see it. It's a Flash movie. It's a comic book movie. Still gonna go see it. But yeah, not really digging it. But I like the roles around him and the fact that they says I didn't know Supergirl was gonna be in this movie. So I'm really looking forward to that. I wonder how they're gonna do it. So this is the problem with DC, and I'm probably going to be talking about this more in my in my Snyder Cut review. But DC needs to get their ish together. They need to let the fans know what they're going to do. They need to let us know if Ben Affleck's coming back or not, if Henry Cavill's coming back or not. Because now they're supposed to be doing this Black Superman movie, which I'm not excited for at all. I would rather see Henry Cavill continue to play the character, because right now, because Tyler Hoechlin's giving him a run for his money right now. In my opinion, in some ways, he's better than Henry Cavill, but we just haven't seen enough of Cavill and to understand, that he can play this Superman. I believe he's the best Superman because of Man of Steel. I connected with Man of Steel so much, but you got to prove that to other people, man, and they just haven't been giving him enough to work with. They gave him something in the Snyder Cut. People were digging it. People were liking it. I loved him in Snyder Cut. So DC needs to get their ish together. Warner Brothers needs to let DC get their ish together and explain to us what you're going to do and let us know what's going forth. I personally don't care if they do the Elseworlds films. Like if we have 2-3 Batmans on screen, I don't care. Just to let people know and make sure people understand what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. These castings sound dope. It's sad Billy Crudup has to go, but it is what it is. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I will be covering some more news that I saw on here. So just stay tuned on the channel, guys. Peace. Easy.
The ground, I thought the shit was looking up, but I guess now I'm out of time. Looking at the numbers on the wall, but you running through my mind. I'm starting to realize what I'm seeking for is seeming hard to find. And we're all falling right through space, and I'm out of time. But I keep falling now. I keep falling.